Pioneer.
Yo, what's going on guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise of War video. Today guys, we're going to talk about the PBE. I've been playing it a lot. Sorry, I should have had a video out a bit earlier, but I've been crazy real life at the moment, a lot going on, so I apologize for that. But I have been playing the PBE a lot, like I've been doing a lot of tests. This is going to be just a brief overview today and how I feel about it and stuff like that, and show you a few things. I will have a lot of videos over the next few days and weeks and that of a lot of commanders that I've been testing and a lot of formations. I've been testing out a ton, trying to use non-meta and stuff. But yeah, let's talk about it, shall we? So the big changes, which there's some really good ones we'll talk about. We'll have to go into the commander page and talk about it in a moment. Is the commander changes. We've got things like unit change buffs and stuff like that, and a few bits and pieces. It's mostly based on that, the commanders and the units and stuff. Nothing else really too much has happened in the game. So let's talk about it a bit, shall we? So if I go into my commander page here, you see all my commanders and stuff like that. I've been doing a lot of commanders, a lot of tests with gear. For example, I'll show you how much that I've been testing real quick, just to show you. I've got 0 hammers left out of 100, and when we go into our reports here, for example, I'll just go to the hits page. Some don't show up, but if I go into hits, you'll see that I've been doing a lot of tests versus good and evil, using a lot of different commanders. There's that much, it's even taking a while to load. You're going to see like meta ones, and like a lot of them, it's really good. I've been testing out a lot of commanders, like trying not to use all meta. Like at times I take out Day and I take out Bjorn. Like, for example, let's just click on this one randomly, for example. I was trying one out here, for example, with, like, Kiernan. Gil is still super OP, by the way. Like, still so good. Gil is so good. But we'll talk more about the commanders individually in just a moment. So the big one I want to talk about first, you'll see that at level 42 I have 270 attack. That's because they have changed the ability. Now at R4 you'll be able to unlock, which used to be the R5 skills, and you get more skill points earlier. So now basically at level 40 you've got the same amount of skill points as level 50. So this is going to help out free-to-play players a lot, which is quite good. So I really do like that change. That is one of the really good big changes that have happened in the PBE. The next big thing is like a lot of changes when it comes to the skilling. Now, when it comes to the skilling, a lot of the changes you will see will be the changes that the modifications for a lot of these attacks and all of these abilities is they're going to be modified by the command stats. So you can see here, this has changed. Isildur has become fantastic now. I've had reports of him doing 80 to 100k damage as a damage build, and it still is really good as a defense, but he can really dish out some damage now. So we'll just go for a couple of commanders that's the note here, and we'll talk about a few. So yeah, Dane, Gandalf the White, Bjorn, all pretty much completely unchanged. Full meta still very strong. Frodo and Sam is fantastic. Not only was he also really good before, but the Hobbit Adventurer is also modified by the command stat, so that's really good there. Gil is still the super duper OP, like crazy OP. Elrond is still pretty good. Thranduil's very good. Now, there was a change to Kiernan here. I want to show you as well. He was quite good. So the Teleri PBE skill, you can see that is now affected by command stats. So you can get really high command here with like some good unit defense gear and stuff. And it's going to buff elves, work really good with like formations with like Elrond and Gil and such. And then his shipwright, as you can see, you'll see a lot of these changes like with the 5s and 10s. There's a lot of change with the PBE skills like initiative and unit damage. So he's a fantastic change. Galadriel's still good. King Aragorn's still quite good. I think I might even have a test in here with Bard that I was testing him out. Like Gimli and all them are still really good. Like Faugin is another really good one that's changed now because he's Thrain's guards. I do have a lot of, I'm going to be doing him in a video about all formations commanders in the next few days. It is now affected by the command stat instead of command defense, so you can have really good gear on him and get really good. I think I was getting around like 56% damage reduction for the first 8 hits, which is fantastic. Another interesting one is Dwalin. He's R5 with the Adventurer. You can now get plus 40 unit attack. With unit attack gear on him, I was having around like near 300 unit attack on him, which was quite interesting. I did test him out. A lot of these guys are unchanged, a few bits and pieces. I'm not going to talk about it too much. Theoden changed a lot of big skilling. I haven't been able to use him, but I do have a report somewhere where I was versing someone who was trying him out, so he's quite interestingly good now. And then I don't have a lot of evil commanders. Like, as you can see, it is very low, but I did try out the Shadow a bit, and I have to say the Shadow is actually fantastic. Does really good damage, really like him and stuff like that. No big changes, but I did get to test him out a bit, which was quite interesting. If I just go into units and stuff like that, I just want to show you a little bit about the units and that, because they're quite good, tanky and stuff like that. So let's just go in real quick. Go to conscript. So I've got all different ones. I'm trying out a whole lot of things to guard of the tower and stuff. So you can see damage, the attack stats of 34, like and stuff that like a lot of the units have seem to have been buffed just a little bit more tankier and stuff. But overall, yeah, the changes with the skilling and that are fantastic. There's a lot of good skill changes. Oh, another big one I should have talked about as well while we're marching there is Sauron. Sauron got changed a bit. I will definitely talk more about Sauron in the next upcoming video when I go more in depth with the commanders and the formations, because I do verse a lot, and I've got some screenshots of the breakdown and stuff about how he can't steal abilities now, but he's really good at reducing attack and stuff. So he's quite interesting changes there. So yeah, we're going to see if we can get into a live battle here to wrap up the video. If not, I'm going to go in and we'll have a look at a report and stuff like that of a formation, a non-meta one to have a look at, because I do have an interesting one that I would like to show you if there's no battle here. Okay, so there was no battle there, empty. Alright, it was empty. Just one quick last look to see if there's any armies around here, like outstanding, ready to battle. I don't see. Alright, so give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up a little PvP report here to show you. Alright, well, I told you I tried an evil commander out, so I'll probably show this one to wrap up the video. So I was testing out Faramir here, using him as a bit of a tank, as you can see, with like, it's kind of an attack unit, like trying to be quite tanky, because I was testing out to see how his R5 would do, because it is now by the command stat with the defense buffs, and it was actually quite really good. And then we're using Gandalf the White, of course, White Council, and I was testing out Gimli's damage abilities, which was quite nice. I don't have his gear or his relic, but yeah, I tried out the Shadow and it was quite interesting. Like, tested him out there, asked some people, they helped me skill him and stuff like that, and yeah, he was quite good. If I ever go into non-roleplay, I would definitely use him. He's a really good damage dealer, really cool. But yeah, this was quite an interesting, cool battle, as you can see. We did quite well here, so yeah, it was interesting. He was trying out his Faramir as well. He was telling me about that, so I thought I would test out mine as well. So we both used one tier 4 and then a few other units. So yeah, that was an interesting battle report there, guys, I wanted to show you. Alright guys, well, I'm going to wrap up the video there. I'm going to have a lot more, like, formations, battle report, breakdowns and stuff like that, and a lot more to do with the commanders in the next few days, guys. So yeah, so I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See you. Thousands of the EJU.